And just for anybody out there in our Peacock or SiriusXM or terrestrial radio audience, we're used to hearing it. But yes, Joe Manganiello is in a Dungeons and Dragons group. And one of the members is one of the creators of the Game of Thrones television series, D.B. Weiss, Dan Weiss, right? And
Dave Benioff played.
He's in it too?
Yeah, so actually...
so the people who brought Game of Thrones to life on HBO are Dungeons and Dragons members of your group.
They grew up playing it. I mean, which is what the show became.
Sure.
Yeah. And yeah, so they play characters in my show every week, or the adventure. They don't have to write. They just have to show up and they get to play their characters, which is really fun.
Right, which is like with the 25-sided die and stuff like that.
20-sided die, yeah.
20-sided die. Rich, you gave 5 too many sides. And does your wife still refer to you guys as the nerds? Does she refer to you guys as the nerds still?
I prefer intellectual.
Does Bubbles make it into the Dungeons and Dragons room?
Bubbles sits on my lap while I run the games and just takes a nap. She just goes.
So you're the Grand Master? Is that what it is?
Dungeon Master.
Dungeon Master. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm not making fun of you. You seem like I'm making fun of you. I'm not doing that.
I mean, there's a little bit. You were close enough to 20. I think you knew it was a 20-sided die, but you went 25 to try to hide your tracks.
If I only had my cloak of invisibility on right now.
There it is. Okay, there you go.
Just get in the game. Just get in the game.
I know. Yeah.
But I get destroyed in 2 seconds. Like I'd be dead. I'd be dead before I hit the floor.
We'll walk you through it. I mean, and you could make the greatest character ever, Rich.
Like what?
Whatever you want to do. What do you think? You cast spells? Do you fight? Do you do a little bit of both?
I never really thought of it.
That's good.
I'm a spellcaster.
That's a good.
I do that every day.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
The Rich Eisen Show audience is spellbound every day.
You could throw flames, like hot
fire.
takes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fireballs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lightning bolts, fireballs.
Why wouldn't anybody create the most powerful character of all time?
Because you start off as like a little tadpole, and then you have to grow.
But that
you have
takes
to live.
time.
You have to grow.
It
Yeah, but
takes
that's
time.
the fun of it. You're on an ongoing series. You're in Game of Thrones. You used to come to our Game of Thrones parties every week. This is your chance to be on the show. Who do you want? You want to be the Mountain? You want to be Jon Snow? Who do you want to be? Want to be Daenerys? Whatever you want, Rich.
Showing up and having, and drinking and watching TV.
If George Martin came to play, would you come on?
Yes.
Would you be okay.
I talk Jets with him. He's a diehard Jet fan.
I
talk Jets with him. So are you
Joe
saying
spinning
George?
his wheels.
Wait a minute.
They were supposed to. COVID hit, so we had to stop playing live because COVID hit.
There's a Zoom Dungeons and
but
Dragons?
George was going to come over. Yeah, then we started doing it by Zoom. Yeah.
So you roll the die on Zoom, and is there just like?
So there's a program where I put up the map, and each character can only see what you can see. So if you have like night vision, you can see, I program how far you can see, or if you have a torch, it flickers and you can see how far, and you can only see what you can see. So sometimes people in the Zoom are like, "Oh no," and you're like, because you can't see it. What happened? Get up here, and then you have to get into a fight.
Okay.
So I have the map up here, and then we have Zoom over there, so we can, see each other.
Ballpark it for me. What's my time commitment if I start this process? Ballpark. What is it?
Well,
What's my time commitment?
I mean, this is like, hey man,
Wow.
I mean,
What's my time commitment?
If you were like, hey, I wanna deadlift 600 by next year, are you like, what's my time commitment before I deadlift 600, Joe? And I'm like, well, I don't know, Rich.
Well,
let's
eat right.
Let's get in there and see where you're at, and then we'll go from there.
Is it offensive that I'm asking for what the time commitment is? I should just want to hang out, right? Like that's the way it should be.
But that's what it is. It's like a lot of us were poker players who, when we were kids, played this game,
right?
And so when we were kids, when you're a kid, it was like you'd play 12 hours. Your mom would make English muffin pizzas. You go to sleep, you wake up, you start again. That was how it was. So now it's like we get a food truck. I have the food truck come to the driveway. We all eat, we hang out, and then we go. And honestly, I would, it's like, guys, it's midnight. Who has to be up tomorrow? Anybody? No, I do. But let's go. And then
okay.
Now it's 1:30 in the morning, guys, and then 2:30. You want to keep going. So it's a thing. Like it could be 3 hours hanging out. These guys, they like to go 7.
7.
They like to go 7. Yeah.
I already established last hour as you're making your way down here. I only wait 10 minutes for friends. That's it.
I don't think Rich is a good fit for this joke.
Come on. This is, I mean, you don't know who's in my group. Big Show. You ever hang with the Big Show? You ever have him on the show?
Big Show.
The Big Show from wrestling.
wrestler.
Paul White.
Oh, sure, yeah.
The
Largest
giant.
man you've seen.
He loves D&D. He used to fly in from Florida every weekend to play.
I'll come in.
So Big Show, you've got a CrossFit champion who you've met.
Okay.
My former trainer, Ron, CrossFit champion.
Does Vince Vaughn play with you, Joe?
What's that?
Vince Vaughn, does he play with you?
Vince Vaughn, yeah. You've got James Gunn used to play. Taryn Killam from Saturday Night Live, very funny guy. Rams
Die-hard
fan.
Rams fan. He's a very happy guy these days.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we have. I'll text you.
Okay. Linebacker Cassius Marsh. He's going to make a character.
Oh wow!
Last time I saw Post Malone, he wanted to play. So maybe I don't know. We get Posting in
Post
there with
Malone?
you. You ever meet Post? Yeah, he's cool,
some
dude.
beer
He
pong?
plays Magic cards. I play Magic with Post. Yeah.
Amazing.
Damn.
All right, I'm in.
You know what? Cassius Marsh.
I'm in now.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Cassius Marsh. He created a character that taunts the other side by just
Right.
looking at them.
There's the
Right.
But it's just staring.
Just staring.
It's just looking.
And then-
You imply what you want to imply.
Yeah,
Right.
Tony Correnti's character hip check.
I know. He's the dungeon master, unfortunately. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.